Hello YouTube! Welcome back to another episode of Mechwarrior 5. I am Dezibahn, and from where we last left off, we just arrived at wherever we are. Dezibahn, that's right. Alright, so we are going to jump right on in to, oh, there's news. Right, so Kurita withdrew from Mallory's world and then was immediately exiled. Sweet. Anyway, so we are at Mallory's world. We're at Dezibahn. Check and see what they got for equipment real quick. Ooh, those would be nice, but they're expensive. Right now I kind of have to worry about spending all my money on a fancy weapon just to end up not having anything to repair my stuff with. Which, speaking of running out of money, I am going to run down here and sell this chemical laser because it's worthless. So it does look like the chemical lasers put out less heat, so that is something. This one puts out 0.12, and this point's at 0.75, so regular lasers do put out more heat than chemical lasers. But it looks like the chemical lasers might actually do more damage too. But again, it's the whole ammunition thing. Like I'm not using a laser that has ammo, because the whole point of lasers is to bypass the ammo requirement. So I'll sell those two chem lasers. I don't have any ammo for them, so I don't sell that either. What's on the market? Ooh, an urban mech. And its autocannon is still in one piece. That's half my money, though. It's over half my money. That's almost everything I got, so I'm not going to buy them. I don't know if I would want to use an urban mech anyway. I've never actually had one. Just because trash can with a gun. But the fact that there's an urban mech for sale that has a AC-10 that's not toast is nice. I could replace a small laser easy. Anyway. Crap, what am I doing? Okay, contracts. So we are going after this targeted kill mission, which might be a little outside my wheelhouse for what I can survive, but we're going to try anyway. It's definitely going to be a battle, so kind of wish I could get more salvage out of that. Only 7 shares. There's almost guaranteed going to be battle mechs left for salvage. Yeah. Alright. So we are going to... What's my other locus? 1M. He's got missiles. I'm actually going to give Riker the 1M. Hopefully he uses it correctly as long range. But Riker's been surviving pretty well, so we're going to give this a shot and see what happens. Kind of a risk, but... we'll see how this pans out. Targeted kill missions are always exciting.
They are more than likely going to stick to any one of the marked locations on the map. Once you neutralize them, head to the evac point for extraction.
Right, so we're just going to cut across the top of the map here and hit them in reverse order. I am hoping that these guys will be over here, because usually every place you go to that doesn't have your target is going to have other mechs that are trying to kill you. And again, I'm not I don't have enough salvage points available to try to get a mech. If I can salvage something for 7 shares, it's going to be absolutely destroyed. The reason I'm not going there first is because if I overshoot the territory, I end up pulling enemies from both other sides. What I don't want to do is get myself surrounded in a pincher. So we'll just have a nice quiet slog over here. Enjoy my cockpit for a little bit. I do love the detail in this game. Every mech has its own cockpit.
Target acquired. Target
Destroyed. Target signed. All units, weapons free.
new target Hunchback.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure.
So, focus fire on the Hunchback, because he's got a big fuck-off cannon in his arm that is very dangerous. I'm actually going to try to take that gun out. And you can see I'm already pulling targets from the other side.
Our target must have given us the slip. Let's check out the other locations.
I'm surprised he didn't... Oh, that was bad. There we go.
Forces are being deployed near you.
Okay, so we are about to get absolutely shredded here. Way more enemies than I need to be dealing with.
Target Alpha has been neutralized.
Alright, so he's dead. Focus fire on this guy.
Commander, let's get you out of here now.
Crap, I lost one of my guys. Shit. About to lose myself as well. Alright, we've got to get out of here.
Incoming missile.
Yeah, that was not quite what I was hoping for. Alright, so Beaumont is down. I should be able to recover that Locust, but hopefully the pilot actually ejected, otherwise I'm down a pilot. I took a crap load of damage. That was... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it actually panned out a little better than I expected. Going into something like that with Locusts especially, they're like some of the lightest mechs in the game, so... Alright, a lot of money. Took more damage than the insurance covered. No mechs for salvage. So I'll just take everything they have. A little nervous about what this next button's gonna say. Nope, he's dead. Cool, so... Shit. Okay, so I'm down a pilot. At least I don't have to pay him. Alright, so that's another Locust in the scrap bin. I will repair that up. Oh well. Okay, not entirely sure what that challenge was. Alright, well, I'm glad I hired that other guy, because he's up now. Yeah, so I did salvage my own mech back. Minus his 2 medium lasers, which is less than ideal. Just swap those out. surprisingly, no major internal damage on this guy. 3 structure and 4 structure, so yeah. Everything else is just armor. Get him repaired. And get all of them repaired, obviously. Alright. And it's another targeted kill. I don't know if I want to risk another targeted kill, to be perfectly honest. We're gonna come over here. Get on into this. Is there any news? Okay, no. Alright, we're gonna get on over to this industrial zone and fix these guys up. So I'm repairing these guys through the loadout screen, because when I hit repair all, it leaves these broken lasers. So I may as well use the repair all so that I can go ahead and replace those while I'm here. So there's the spider being fixed, and we'll go ahead and fix up my locust while we're at it. Oh, and I already had medium lasers of that quality, so it automatically replaces them. Forgot that was a thing it did. Alright, so that takes care of that. We'll see if there's anything for sale that I want. Oh, that out. AC-20 would be lovely, but that's actually not as much money as I was expecting. A binary laser wouldn't be bad, but they put out tremendous heat. So a lot of this equipment has little designators behind them. So go up here to the top. For the autocannons, the BF is burst fire, so it's going to shoot like 3 shells every time I pull the trigger. It deals a little more damage, I think. Let's see, that's 10, that's 12. So yeah, the burst fire deals a little extra damage, but like each shell deals slightly less damage than the regular autocannon, but there's a chance of spreading it out. So this autocannon will deal 10 damage wherever it hits. This one, if all 3 shells land in the same spot, it'll do 12 damage, so it actually puts out more damage, but it's going to spread it out across those 3 shells. So if you don't hit the same place with all of them, you're doing less damage overall per spot. And then BF still. The RF is a rapid fire autocannon, so you see this one only deals 4 damage instead of the 10 or 12. Each shell deals significantly less damage, but it's basically a machine gun. So they chew through ammo very quickly, and I'm not a fan of the rapid fire, honestly. I feel like the scale down that you get for your damage output just doesn't make up for the increased rate of fire and the ammo cost. And then with lasers, you get the SB is a short burst laser, so this large laser is basically what I'm using in my whatever it is, the mech I've been using, the big blue laser. The short burst is going to shoot about half of the length, so instead of being like a full second beam, this one only shoots for half a second. It deals slightly less damage because of that, but it puts out a fair bit less heat. And the damage is not like it generates less heat than it loses in damage output. So short burst lasers are actually a really viable solution. They also, you can shoot them more often, so that's nice too. Like this large laser, I can shoot 7.5 times in a single minute, and it generates 9 heat. This one I can shoot 11, almost 12 times per minute, and it's only going to generate about 5 heat. Granted, it's still going to overheat it faster if I shoot it like that, but decent trade-off in my opinion. And then with these LRMs, the HL means hot loaded. You can see up in the top corner there. Up here, hot loaded. So that just means there's no minimum range. The missiles are armed in the tube, which I feel like should have some sort of downside, like a critical hit on that weapon should cause it to explode at that point, but I don't know if that's modeled. And then the ST means a stream fire. So a normal LRM-10 is going to shoot all 10 missiles in a single burst, whereas the stream fire fires them off one after another, so you get a row. I don't know if there's a actual difference. 4.32 heat, 4.32 heat, range is the same. Yeah, I don't know if there's a difference mechanically in regular versus stream. Possibly stream might be easier to shoot down with anti-missile systems when they get introduced, but I'm not sure. And then more burst fire, short burst. And then these right here, the Inferno missiles, they deal less heat or less damage per missile, but they set the target on fire and generate extra heat for the target. So yeah, that does 4.8, that only does 3.6, so a little less damage, but they create heat for the target. So you can slam someone with a bunch of Inferno missiles and basically force them to shut down, which is a nice little touch. Anything on the market? All sorts of things on the market, including a beat-up Vulcan. Not a fan of the Vulcan. I think it's one of the uglier designs, but this is a trash unit too. 4 medium lasers and a flamer. That's terrible. Yeah, I can hire someone.
You know where to find me.
I'm actually probably going to hire someone just to replace the guy that I lost. Oh,
My combat skills
Frail.
are meant to impress, sir.
yeah. Slightly more likely to die. So I'm probably gonna go with coats here.
Got something for me, big
455. That's actually not bad. So I'll hire coats.
You pay me, I fight for you.
It's nice to have
Deal.
nice to have pilots on standby just in case someone else gets killed. How close am I to almost to the next rank? Which again, once I get that next rank, I can start taking Cantina missions and upgrading. Once I start getting Cantina missions going on, I'll be able to really make some money. I'm gonna come up here, because it's got rare equipment. We'll see what it's got. Ooh, an LRM-5. It's probably going to be a high, yeah, level 3 LRM-5. That's not bad. I'll go ahead and buy it. I don't have, like, I'm not hurting that bad for money. What else do we have here? Arena superchargers. I don't really mess a whole lot with superchargers. Heat sinks. Yeah, nothing else super jumping out at me as far as equipment goes. Level 2 hot-loaded LRM. Short burst large lasers. Bunch of autocannons. Alright, nothing super exciting to me. Maybe that burst fire autocannon, but not exciting enough. What do we have on the market? Cicada. Locusts, Vulcans. Yep, nothing super exciting. So, there is new news. There is new news. What do we got here? If you want to read all this, you can pause the video at your discretion. So this is just talking about ballistic rifles and chemical lasers, which the rifles are basically like autocannons, only they shoot a lot slower, but deal more damage. And the chemical lasers we already talked about. So let's see what sort of contracts we have for light and open. So that's dangerous. I don't have a spare light mech, do I? No, I don't. The Enforcer's a medium. So I'll have to wait at least 9 days for that Locust to come together. Which I think I'll do. I'll actually wait the 11 days for the Spider to come together. Alright, that'll give me 15 shares. I might be able to swipe one of these guys' battle mechs. At the risk of
The mission area is under
having to
heavy
pay for
weather
myself.
warning. It's going to affect visibility and sensors.
Alright, so we'll slap Mayor in one of these things. Really doesn't matter what mech I put him in. So you see, the deployed tonnage still counts on this one. The arena missions do not get modified by that mod. So just because I can drop 400 tons anywhere else, this is still an arena. It's a fair fight between people. That being said, apparently I am allowed to drop my 50-ton Enforcer, but that seems like an oversight. Alright, so this guy does not have any arm weapons. Alright. No time like the present. We're gonna do this and hope to hell that we all live.
The stage is set. Our combatants are primed and ready for another intense battle.
I told everyone to focus fire on that Jenner. Which the Jenners in this game are a lot chunkier than I remember Jenners being in lore. I'm gonna wait for everyone to catch up here. Everyone just get over here and form up on me. Because nobody knows what they're doing. Go ahead. Ready to assign a mission objective here. Or an order. Oh. There.
Copy.
Now everyone can attack him. It's best to get the orders in early because I've got someone with missiles, so they can go ahead and start softening them up. Like that. Alright, so, as I've mentioned before, I'm not
Priority target received.
good with light mechs because they're so fast. Cool, so I just lost a Locust, and it didn't look like she ejected. Which means that this right here might actually be the end of this run-through, because now it's 3 on 4, and I'm in something that I'm not used to piloting to begin with. Case in point, I'm all over the place, so...
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Oh, cool. Now it's 3 on 3. Ah, I should not have done that. Just took a bunch of damage by hitting the ground.
His weapon is taken out. His opponent will try and take advantage.
Yeah, run in a straight line. Makes my life a little easier. Of course, I say that as I'm running in a straight line, so...
Mason casts
That.
another opponent aside.
Alright, so now I think there's only one left.
Acquired.
Shifting to your target, Commander.
No, there's still 2. I really hope my pilot ejected. It'd be really dumb to have someone absolutely killed in an arena. Yeah, I gotta remember this thing doesn't have any arm weapons, so I've gotta... Cool. Well, I ejected at least.
Over you, Commander.
Alright, cool, so this is the last guy standing.
That mech will have to hop its way to victory. They can't afford to lose another leg, or this match will be over.
Now, ordinarily, I would not take control. I'm trying to figure out if I want to take control of this guy or not. Don't think I'm going to. We're just going to watch this play out. That being said, we're going to be here a while. Yeah, I'm going to take control of this because I don't have time or patience. He could have already taken out that fire starter at this point. Now I don't even know where they are.
Target
There we
fire
go.
starter.
We can loop around here. Jenner in really good condition. Yeah, I don't see this ending well. So the problem with changing pilots like that is you notice I am suddenly alive again, and now the pilot that wasn't here is considered down and out. I can take out his other leg, it'll be alright. I don't know why it keeps slowing down.
Holy smokes! The match just got a whole lot more dangerous with that ammo pack explosion.
Oh well.
Dispatches another opponent.
Awesome.
Destroyed.
I have, however, lost my arm.
Jump jet fuel low.
All I've
Target
got left is
acquired.
that Jenner, and I'm going to be hard-pressed to kill that thing in this condition. Even if I do kill it, the cost to me is potentially, like, career-ending.
Jump jet fuel low.
Where's he gone off to?
New target Jenner.
Crap, right there. Yeah, well, this is working a little better than I expected, but not much. This is a slow slog of chipping his armor off.
Weapon destroyed.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, there we go.
Jake Mason suffers a crushing loss.
Alright,
You know
so
it
that's
would
my
go
entire
all
lance
the way
down.
to
All of our
match.
mechs are
Victory gets
destroyed.
another shot.
I'm gonna have to fix all that on my own.
Mason falls after a lackluster performance.
This is
It wasn't his day out there.
this is probably going to be the end of this campaign, honestly, because we are going to run out of money. I got very little rep. Didn't earn anything. Yep, Riker was killed. They were injured severely. Well, let's see what happens now. They're all... I don't have enough medium lasers. Which is even worse. Should be able to buy some medium lasers. Did that pull a medium laser from the marketplace? Oh no, he still had the one on his arm. Cool. So that's all my medium lasers gone. I'll get this one repaired. So yeah, I am going to have to go to the marketplace to get a new medium laser. that's going to be a downgrade. That's even worse. Alright, so I didn't spend all my money, just most of it. And I'm just going to sell this one because I don't have enough stuff to fix it. Alright. Well, that was a bust.
My combat skills are meant to impress.
I still have 4 pilots at least, 2 who can actually be used. But in the grand scheme of things, they're both down for quite a while. So let me see if I can grab
skills are meant to impress, sir.
someone else who's somewhat decent. Looks like
Let's do
Yates
this,
will be
Commander.
it.
Drinks are on me when we get back.
I guess we'll grab him.
Thanks for the trust in me, Commander. Let's go see what kind
Excuse
of
me.
trouble we can get into.
Alright, so that's going to be where we call this episode. I've got a lot of time to kill while I wait for my guys to heal up.
You looking for a dedicated gunner?
I've got 3 mechs that I can run. Well, 3 pilots that I can run, and 2 mechs that I can use. So that was an absolute train wreck. But that's how it goes sometimes. Alright, well, I am calling this video here. Oh, I forgot I need to paint that guy. I guess I'll do that real quick. But anyway, I am calling the video here. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.